Hey everybody, this is Jeff Prendergast here again with my second week of observations in Unit 10. My observations took place from 23 Monday to 27th Friday of March in the same place as last time, my house in Fairbanks, Alaska. It was a pretty steady week of weather with no significant changes. We did see an overall trend of warming by a few degrees. As you can see, we started off the week about mid-30s and we ended the week in the low to mid-40s. And as we can see, my highs matched approximately what the highs were for the national weather observations. My lows were pretty accurate to the lows, and the average is right on point with the National Weather Service. So I feel like I did a pretty good job. Actually, I had to move my observations because they were off a little last time. They were in my backyard. They were a little too close to my house, so this time I moved it out farther away from the actual house to behind my shed in my backyard. Okay, so the pressure graph you see here mirrors the National Weather Service, although albeit a little bit slightly below it, but the trend is matching. And again, there was no significant weather changes. It did drop over the course of the week, but only from about 112 to about 990. Not a very significant drop. So as you can see from the humidity chart, we do have a large change from morning to evening this time of year. The temperature changes often anywhere from 10 degrees to 30-40 degrees difference. And as you can see, the humidity changes from the morning to the mid-late afternoon, and so does the dew point. It's very low in the morning, and it changes as we get a lot of radiation and heat from the sun as the day moves along. So here we have the TV weather slides. This is Monday, my first day of weather observations, and as you can see, we're right here, and it's pretty typical to what I saw. It's just a little bit of scattered clouds and about a 50% obscuration of the sky, and the contour bars are close to the pressure readings that I had. The next day, Tuesday, I reported clear skies, and you can see here it was fairly clear all throughout the interior. And we have a front right here coming in. It looks like we have a front of some clouds coming in, but the contour bars are pretty far apart for the pressure, so it's a pretty consistent or steady air mass over the majority of the portion of Alaska that we can see here. And on Wednesday you can see that moves in. We get a little bit more clouds, even a slight bit of precipitation, but I didn't notice any in my neck of the woods. But it is a tad bit more cloudy. We had an overcast sky on Wednesday. And on Thursday we have a low pressure system moving in, accompanied with clouds and a little bit of wintry mix down here in the south of us. No precipitation where we were in Fairbanks, but we did have clouds come in and a little bit of a lower bit of pressure. Okay, so to the satellite imagery. On the top right, we can see here it's fairly dry with the black spots over the interior, the little white spot in the middle. And on the water vapor, we can see the same thing. We see a really dry spot here and a little bit of cloud cover over most of the interior, which would accompany the cloudy skies we saw on Wednesday. And the visible is the same thing. You can just see traces of clouds over the interior. And that concludes my presentation for week 10, second week of observations. Thank you for listening.